Cinco de Mayo is celebrated each year in San Diego. Now, there is a common misconception regarding the origins of the celebration. Newscene's Pt3 has more on the story.
I am here in Old Town at La Casa de Estudio, the oldest house in San Diego, representing the beginning of many traditions, one of which is taking place this Saturday here in Old Town, known as Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo is not a holiday that was celebrated during our interpretive period, because the interpretive period of Old Town State Park is 1821 to 1872. It's more of a modern holiday. A lot of people think it has to do with Mexican independence.
It's tradition for a celebration of the Day of the Dead.
I thought it was like the 4th of July for the Mexican people.
Cinco de Mayo, it was actually a war that was won by Puebla, that when the French came, they tried to conquer Puebla and they didn't. So that's where Cinco de Mayo comes from, or is originated from.
This was Mexico for about 25 years. And so I think people just like to have an excuse to come here and have good Mexican food and drink.
Mexicans don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. They celebrate it on September 16th. And Cinco de Mayo is just, it's a holiday that's celebrated here in the United States.
Cinco de Mayo is bigger, I think, in this country probably than in Mexico.
I'm Pt3, Newscene.
For those of you looking to party this weekend, Old Town is hosting an all-day event starting tomorrow to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And now Charlie Viramontes is here to fill us in on the latest triumph of feminism in the world of sports.
That's
hey, Charlie.
right. Hi, how you doing? That's right, Laura and Sonny. They're showing us how women actually play the game. This year's Super Bowl comes to us early. It will land in August and be played on Heinz Field, home of the Steelers. But this game is a bit different.
What you may not know is that San Diego is not only home to the Chargers, it's also home to the Surge football team.
Usually, when you think of football, you think of big, strong men. But for the San Diego Surge, that's not the case.
The Surge football team is made up of all women who are sponsored by CrossFit. They play in the WFA, a pay-to-play league that is comprised of 62 teams nationwide. The Surge is entering its second season.
They think about women play football and they automatically think soccer. It's not soccer. Then they think lingerie football, and it's like, no, it's not lingerie.
So
it's full tackle. We wear gear, full gear, but it's full tackle football.
As any good team knows, the key to winning a championship starts on the practice field. Everything must be worked on, from passing to catching and tackling. But don't let the pads fool you. These women play by the same rules the men do. With all this smash hitting and helmet pounding, some starters like Michelle Starks have seen it all.
I haven't broke anything, knock on wood, so I don't jinx myself. I've sprained ankles, I've twisted things, I've dislocated fingers. I mean, everyone's done something. I've been somewhat lucky so far not to actually really tear or break too many things.
The Surge are now 2-0 this season. They face the Pacific Warriors on Saturday at 7 p.m. With photojournalist Charlie Viramontes, I'm Ronnie Wade, Newscene.
Last year, the San Diego Surge football team had a great year, going 11-0 in the season. They're hoping to gain momentum from last year and show the nation that women are just as good as the men on the football field. The NFL has been under a microscope these couple of weeks, but one coach, Greg Schiano, is making headlines for his symbolic and generous gesture. He just signed a former college student who is currently paralyzed following a neck injury he sustained during a kickoff return.
I never thought I'd be picked up in the draft. Like this coach said, this was my draft. And I'm not going to lie, when I was watching the draft, it was hard seeing all those kids go. I'm like, yeah, this could have been like my turn.
He said one day he will be able to walk again. Not being able to walk is not an option. What a remarkable young man. What a heartwarming story, you guys. After a tough week in sports, it's good to hear this heartwarming.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to see he's got just a ton of support.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Charlie. Coming up, will we see sunshine this weekend? Stay tuned for your weekend forecast.
Excuse me.
Well, hello.
Hi. My internet connection's acting up. Do you know anything about hotspots?
You know, if you angle yourself 45 degrees to the north, your computer's Wi-Fi card will extrapolate the router signal more efficiently.
Hit enter. It's going to come up with a dialog box.
Carla Hernandez is here with our weekend weather. Carla, how's it going to look like this weekend?
It's looking pretty good, although it's a little cloudy in the mornings, but it should look pretty good for Cinco de Mayo. Currently at the airport, we're at 63 degrees. Humidity level is 70%. Winds are coming from the southwest at 6 miles per hour. Surf conditions about 3 to 5 feet from the west and south facing beaches. Ocean temperature is between 63 and 65 degrees. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:58 and the sun will set tonight at 7:33. Now taking a look at our county temperatures, currently all along the coast between 65 and 63 degrees for high temperatures. Low temperatures between 54 and 61. Moving a little closer to inland, it'll be a little bit chillier tonight, between 46 and 54 in the area of Ramona, Julian, and El Cajon. Now, taking a look at our next map, we could see here that we might be expecting some rain, especially in the Northern California area, and rainfall wouldn't be so bad because wildfire season is coming up, and right now it's below average for our rainfall in California. It's going to be a little bit hotter down south, and we can see that all along the East Coast is pretty warm and there's some thunderstorms. Moving on to our next map, we could see that all along the deserts, it's quite warm, 72 degrees. Cedar City is 61 degrees. And taking a look at our next map, we could see the pressure systems are going to be low right around here, and that pressure system will be moving up, and that's why we're going to have that marine layer in the morning, but hopefully it'll be all nice and cool. All along the coast will be cloudy, high temperatures of 64, low temperatures of 60 degrees, partly cloudy inland, and high temperatures of 71, low temperatures of 54. Mountains, high temperatures of 64 with low temperatures of 46, and it's going to be sunny, and the deserts will be sunny and warm with high temperatures of 94 and low temperatures of 63 degrees. So we're looking to have beautiful weather for Cinco de Mayo weekend.
That's great. I'm waiting for it.
Yes.
Thanks, Carla.
You're welcome. Now, guide dogs have long been used to aid the blind, but what about leading other canines? This blind and epileptic golden retriever, Tanner, was brought to the Woodland West Animal Hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma after his owner passed away. That's where he met Blair, a 1-year-old stray discovered injured with a gunshot wound. Now, since becoming playmates, Tanner has had fewer seizures, and Blair is a much more outgoing dog. The inseparable pair is up for adoption, and for more details, you can contact Sooner Golden Retriever Rescue at sgrr.org. Now, in our last few seconds of Newscene, we just want to wish Serena Romero, who's a frequent Newscene producer, congratulations on the twins that she just had. Welcome to the world, Rhett and Harper Romero.
Congratulations, Serena.
That is all for this edition of Newscene. I'm Laura Kaplan-Nieto.
And I'm Sunny Avila. Thanks for joining us.